401.
Alright guys, what is up? Hopefully you can hear me. Let's...
Is this one of those blooper reels?
Okay, sweet, you can. Okay, hey. Sorry guys, sorry about what the heck. We'll just hang on for a second. I know we started a new one and there was a bunch of people on the other and man, what, you know, I was actually trying to use a new software and it backfired badly.
Yep.
That's what it did. It backfired badly. So thank you all for popping on to this one. Oh my gosh.
Things happen.
You know, changing that software around's
not fun.
It's special. You know, I mean, at some point you can only go so far until you hit the live button,
right,
to see if it works.
No, I hear you.
But here we are. Here we are. So everyone, let's see here. And I don't have any other way to go to the other stream that people were waiting on. So if any of you can see that other one and just say, hey, we're over here now. Awesome. Anyways, all right, guys. So you know what? Let's catch up with you here, Dad, for a minute while everyone pops over, because we have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, and really big announcement that if you don't hear it, you'll probably be wondering what's going on next week. So, anyways, Lockfather, I mean, you're looking
good.
You're looking good today.
Lockboss shirt and the hat on.
Yeah, guys. I mean, how do you think the Lockfather looks with the hat on?
I usually don't wear hats.
No, I'm not really used to seeing you with the hat on.
Right. Here, would this be better?
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good. Well, Dad, I got you a fresh topo. Yep. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers to all you out there watching us drinking a topo.
Hope you have one on hand.
Nice. I mean, I love when you pull them right out of the fridge. You know, the first couple sips, absolutely good.
Yep, because I like everything lukewarm.
Do you?
Yeah, everything. You know, right?
Even that? Now, could you, I'm not going to ask you to, but could you guzzle carbonation like that? Or does it hurt?
No, I can.
Really? Such gifts out there in the world.
Isn't it?
You know, so catch us up. It's been a little while since you've been on.
Well, been watching all your live casts. podcast or whatever they're called, and you've had some awesome people on.
Yeah.
I think it's great that manufacturers are coming aboard and,
Yep.
talking and telling. And
Absolutely.
now, I've known Frame and his dad, Frank, for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And I never knew they had a shop.
Oh, a lock shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never knew that. I knew he was a machinist, but
Yep.
it's always interesting. That's when happens when you've been around as long as dirt, you know all the old guys.
Yeah. Yep, guys. So as you can tell, I got this new jacket on. It's the new one we're doing this month. If you $250 or more, if you order from us, you get one of these for free. I tell you what, like
It's a nice jacket.
I'm pretty picky.
Is it a windbreaker type or
yeah.
rain resistant?
It's like a windbreaker rain jacket.
Yeah,
It has
looks nice.
a hood here.
Oh, you look cute.
Really? So the thing is honestly, I absolutely love this thing. Like, this is my new, I always had that little jacket I always wore, This replaces it. I mean, I love this thing.
Yeah, well, we'll see if I get one.
The old Lockfather, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to hook you up.
Okay, sounds
We're
good.
going to hook you up. But I have to tell you, so all 5 winners tonight, which of course we're going to be going over here towards the end, all 5 are getting one of these for free, along with other stuff. But
Wow.
all 5. So make sure when you're emailing in, you're including your size. Because I tell you what, these things are awesome. Like, comfortable. I admit, if you notice, like in the videos, my wardrobe's kind of revealed, right? And I'm like the guy that...
Sort of like me, plain Jane.
yeah, I mean, I have like 10, 15 of those, the shirts you normally see me wearing. And I keep it pretty simple, But if you notice lately, I got the old same shirt on
Yeah.
today. Come on now. But the thing is that I'm picky. Okay, when I find something that fits, feels good, I like to wear it. I'm telling you what, this windbreaker, like, I wasn't very, they asked me to model it this time, which I do charge extra for, right?
Well, I think you should pay them.
Yeah.
for modeling it.
And I put it on to take the pictures. I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is comfy.
Yeah, looks comfy.
It's comfy. I mean, we have to hook you up with
Oh,
one.
yeah. Because that's my type of jacket if I wear a jacket, period.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. So, looking at Web of Pins says his wife stole his beanie.
Huh.
You know what in the world? Everybody, hey, thanks for tuning in. I see a lot of you who were over at the old live cast are now on the new one. Sorry about that. I tell you what, I was trying out some new streaming software that has some really cool features, and it looks like I'm going to be waiting until after this to figure out what went wrong. But we're on now. Thanks for popping over. And here we go. So, Dad, a couple days ago, or I guess yesterday, we put out our 5K video going over all the different stuff, all the videos.
That was
Very
awesome.
cool. One of the worst parts, okay, there's only one bad part about that video, is in the past couple days, we've been tagged in some new YouTube videos that you guys have been making, and they're really awesome. Rook Knight, you did a great job on yours. And I actually just
Who's the
saw...
one who made you Van Diesel,
Oh, that's Chad Ballou. Chad's on here.
Yeah, hey, Chad. That
Yeah.
was awesome how you put his face on there.
Vin
and
Diesel?
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, what
My
are the
wife
odds?
was cracking up. His mom goes, oh, my gosh.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to know what my face would look like on such a masculine figure.
Sorry, don't fit. Mine would, but yours don't.
Okay, that's a good point. So we did that. That was a great video, guys. Thanks for tagging us, sending them in. Really good stuff. And as you can see, we like to collect that stuff. And our next one will be 10K.
Yeah,
And-
all those winners were great.
Yeah.
Showing all the stuff they got.
Yep.
And all the case of Houdini. All his kids got underneath the Christmas tree in April.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Kevin Bacon did that one.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You know, and someone just recently posted a video today, and man, I feel terrible. It was a great video. I can't think of the username of who did it, but it was really good. Thank you for that. So we also did the ABIS 8345 K&K, right? The key and knob adapter.
Right. That's awesome. You could save a lot of extra parts by just stocking those in your IK cylinders, you know?
Yep.
You don't have to stock all the different keyways. That's going to save me a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way to kind of get both of the, the stock.
Right.
And even more than that, I mean, sometimes just the fact that if you have a customer that has, wants 10 Schlage keyways, but you only have 9 of the quick set.
Right.
Knowing you can make that last one is great.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Having them walk out the door with exactly what they need.
Right.
So how has it been with, you've seen Sam on here. Sam's been doing
an
your
awesome
SEO.
guy. He's done me a great job.
Yep. Now how's Locksmithing been going this past couple months?
Well, today it didn't go too good. One of my guys cut the wrong Honda Pilot key on a 3. It was supposed to be a 7, and he did it on a 1. Didn't do 1, he did 2. And the customer, we do a lot of work with, so I went with them and said, well, let's look it up on
G-Code?
Yep.
G-Code online?
Yep, and we got it figured out. He's a newer guy, only been around for, 5 months, so.
Okay.
That can happen. And I said, things happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, talk us through that a little bit. So,
the guy called me up and said, hey, I got a key you guys programmed for my Honda and it's not working. I said, oh, okay. And,
it did work and then now it didn't? Or
his original key worked, but the buttons wasn't working on the new one.
Okay.
And so we went over yesterday and tried to rekey that and it didn't go well because it's not the right key. Then he calls me up today.
Okay, so just to make sure, so it was supposed to be a HO07? 5? 3? 1?
Yes. 5 was one of it. It was Canada too.
Okay. So it was the wrong transponder was used.
Right. So we wasted 2 blanks. But the good thing is that you carry
shells.
That's it. So we didn't waste anything, just time and a
little heartbreak.
Right.
A little heartbreak.
That's how you learn.
And so, okay, so, this is great. Let's walk through this a little bit.
Okay.
So the guy calls you up and he is like,
hey man, that key doesn't work. It's a repair shop.
It's a repair shop.
And says, man, that key didn't work. I've been working on it all morning trying to figure it out and I can't get it.
I'm irritated. Okay, so
he wants us to come back.
So your guy went out there to program the key?
Yeah, program the key and the remote head.
Okay, so it's a remote-headed key.
Right.
Okay.
He got it to program, but the remote head wouldn't program.
Okay.
Because it was the wrong
key.
Right.
Okay. So, hey, all of you just turning in, hey, thanks for tuning over, coming over. I was trying out some new streaming software that I plan to move to. Thought I had it all figured out. You don't really know till you hit that darn go live button. Had some problems, had to restart the cast, and here we are. So, man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to tell you what, it's one thing that always gets me is this streaming from a camera. But thanks for popping over.
Well, I'm glad you can handle it because I couldn't. I'd just be blah, blah, blah.
That's how I feel. I'm like, oh.
You did a good job.
So yeah. Anyways, okay. So sorry, I sometimes get lost.
That's how my mind works. So, anyways, we went back.
Okay, so I want to hit an important point here because I've never heard this story. This is new to me.
Yeah, because it just happened today.
So your guy goes there. He does what he can. He ends up leaving. The same day you're getting a call from the
next day.
The next day you get a call from the customer, what happens to be an auto body repair shop.
Right.
And says, hey, this is the deal. It's turning, but it's not, the remote's not working.
Right.
I want a key that works.
Right.
Okay. And so
we went back today
okay.
to get the key. I wanted to make sure the chip was good, so I had to run back to the shop to make sure.
Okay.
Because the guys don't carry one of those chip readers, you know.
Gotcha.
And we were only, a couple
I can
miles
sell
away.
you a bunch of those.
I know. That's what I'm afraid of. And anyways, no, it was good. I thought it was dead battery. Checked the battery. Everything was good.
Okay.
And every so often you do get a bad remote. Let's face it. It does happen. So I said, cut another one. Because I didn't look it up. They looked it up.
Sure.
And sure enough, it was wrong. And he goes, well, wait a sec. Oh, here, he got up on G-Code
Okay.
and said, I used the wrong one when we're over at the customer's place. And I said, okay, well, let me go out and tell him we'll be right back, but we're going to make it right. And he goes, great. Come back. And got it made, and he was happy as can be.
Was he?
Yeah. Now I got 2. I have to buy chipless, shells.
Yep.
But that's okay. What's $4,
So that was just the learning curve. It's the learning curve.
For a new guy, yeah.
Yeah, so for all you tuning in, so hey, I want to repeat myself for a minute. For all of you been tuning in from the beginning of this cast, sorry, but I just want to tune in a little bit. So, couple things. I can't help but notice when the Lockfather showed up here a couple minutes before we actually did this, or got on here, Lockfather's geared up.
That's it.
Hey,
Lock Boss.
Locks NY wants to know, did I charge you for that hat?
No, actually, they gave it to me today when I picked up my order.
Really?
Yeah, so I was a happy camper.
Well, hey, so you must have put a...
And of course, all the people who work for us, everything, I do buy quite a bit, but, I do make sure all my people have the Lock Boss stuff.
Yeah.
But, I do tell them, when you work for the company, you got to wear the country gear.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Wear what pays you.
Yep. So you're all geared out. I mean, you're looking good.
Yeah,
looking
thanks.
good. And as you can see with this thing right here is this windbreaker. This is the new windbreaker we just came out today with. And tell you what, it's awesome. It's a Lock Boss 1. Order over $250, you get it for free. But all 5 winners today, one of these jackets is included with the other gear. So, and prizes you'll be getting. So
look, my name's on there. No,
yeah.
I'm joking.
So all 5 are actually getting one of these.
That's awesome.
So I'm pretty pumped up. I mean, this thing's awesome. I tell you what, I'm pretty particular. As you guys can see, watching the videos, I kind of wear the same. I have several of the same shirts I'm always wearing. And it's because when I get something that fits good, I just get a lot of them and wear them. I'll tell you what, this is my new jacket. I love this thing. I sincerely love this thing.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, and we are going to hook the Lockfather up with one.
Thank you.
On your next order. No. So
you
guys,
heard it first.
Yeah. So this thing. So we got 5 winners today. We're going to be talking about them here in just a few minutes. But we have a big announcement to be making that you want to make sure you hear, because next week you might be confused. Okay, so we'll be going over that here in just a minute. So make sure you tune in for that.
Yeah.
But, okay, we've got some good comments in there. Yep, the Lock Boss, that's a good, nice hat.
Yeah, it is.
And by the way, the Lockfather here, he doesn't wear hats very often. So when I saw him walk through the door with that on, I'm like, whoa!
Yeah, I thought that would do it to it.
Yep.
Because if I wear a hat, it's a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I mean, what does Mom think about you in a hat?
Says I have chubby cheeks.
Oh, come on!
I said, better for the girls to squeeze.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Let's see here. Maybe I will drop my. Yes, yeah. I'm telling you what, guys. These windbreakers are honestly, and I'm being serious here, are absolutely amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's my new everyday jacket,
Mm-hmm.
But it's good stuff. So, all right. So we talked about the videos. We talked about the jacket.
Did we do all 3 of them?
Oh, you know what? We didn't do the one.
Right.
So, guys, last Friday, you guys got to meet Eric with Jim's Locksmithing Service. So I've been excited for this. And not only is part 2 coming up this Friday, we actually have a couple other videos with him coming up in the following weeks that are absolutely amazing. So thank you for being extra nice to Eric, by the way, because, it's one of those things, to show and to do your shop and to talk about it. It's a little nerve-wracking, and, I know I can always count on you guys to be kind, right, and positive. So thank you guys. He's a really, really awesome guy, and he's a good locksmith.
Yeah, he is. Definitely.
He's a good locksmith, especially with the SFIC. That can't talk now. SFIC. He's like a wizard.
That's why I just call him IC Core.
Yes, IC Core.
Format.
He's quick.
No, he is, and I've known him for a long time.
Oh, hey, Bobby Kendrick saying pocket tees and long sleeve tees. That's a good observation. Nicole, you need kids gear. My kids all have the Lock Boss t-shirts, and one my dad's wearing here, and hats.
Well, you better hook your mother up. She hears that.
You really think so?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh man. Let's see here. Let's talk about... Oh, hey, we have Bart Simpson on here who has his race car, has some Lock Boss stickers on it. He says he's 6th in points.
That's awesome.
They're shooting for Rookie of the Year. Get her done.
Yeah, that
Get her
car
done,
looks
Ronnie.
good. Your stickers look good.
Yep.
I was impressed.
That's good stuff. And so, yeah, guys, it's been great. We've had some great guests on these past weeks. And next week, so you know what? So we're done talking about that. I want to make sure I go in order, don't forget too much. So I'm going to go over a couple things, and we're going to get right to the giveaway. We're going to be giving away at least 5 of these coats along with other items. So definitely keep making the videos. The 5K video was awesome. Like I said, 2 people have made videos in the past couple days that are amazing.
Wow.
So, Kevin, we got your video in there in the last one. Yeah. Connor, if you're, I believe Connor's in the comments on here. If you could link to those videos, it'd be cool for everyone to check it out too. So, they're good. They're good. Well, and I think we'll actually be reposting those on Facebook, I believe, as well. So, Locks NY. So, pictures of the stock car. If you look on our Facebook page or Instagram page a little while ago, you'll see pictures of them. Big old, we sent Bart, Ronnie a couple big old Lock Boss stickers to put on the side. So he's repping hard, 6th place. It's really good. So yes, we have more coming up with Eric, Jim's Lock Service, this Friday, and then a couple others. I tell you what, I'll just tell you this much, okay? In a few weeks, so he has a van tour coming up, and one of his vans, you guys are going to be impressed by his
how it's set up.
How it's set up. Really awesome. But he randomly, okay, so we're doing this van tour, and he randomly was like, hey, PJ, check this out. I bet you'll like it. And he shows me this tool that he made. And I'm like, oh my gosh, man, like, we gotta shoot a locksmith tip on this. So this is coming up in a few weeks. You're gonna see this tip. It's really great. I mean, never seen it before. Think it's awesome. We plan to put together a little list for you to help you out with that. But then after that, he's actually going to come on live. He's going to remote in via Zoom or something, and he's going to come on live so you guys can ask some questions. That's in a few weeks, so it'll be cool.
Yeah,
it'll be really cool.
It'll be awesome.
So we got that going on, guys. Tomorrow we're doing a video /podcast. Okay, so it's going to be the video coming on live tomorrow is going to be the same. It's going to be on the podcast as well, so you can watch it in any format you want. But I interview Dennis Ma, who is the owner of Town Steel, and we have a great conversation. He's such an awesome guy, as well as some of the history that I've kind of known about Town Steel, but I haven't really shared. I didn't know like what I could or couldn't say, but it's coming out tomorrow. So I'm really pumped for you guys to either listen or watch this one. And he is coming on live himself next Tuesday, and he's giving away a couple E-Elites. So you can stockpile your questions and, get it straight from the owner of Town Steel. So it's really good. Then I'm excited for you to listen to the podcast or watch it on YouTube tomorrow. So that'll be good stuff here. Let me look at a couple of these comments. See a bunch of them coming in. Okay. So we have a couple questions here. I'm going to try to hit all this here. Here we go. When can we win one of the battery-powered Ilco duplicators? George, I'm with you, man. Okay, so I immediately, as soon as we got that announcement, we got that put in inventory. We have a bunch coming, and I have a demo coming for the studio here, okay? So we'll have that coming out. Guaranteed, we'll be giving one of those away, okay? 100%. Like, no, don't have to worry about that. We will be giving those away, and I can't wait. I'm going to shoot some cool videos on it. We'll have some fun with it as well. So you can check that out. Let me go to the next comment here. Mr. The Locksmith Life, Chad Ballood. I don't know if you saw that, but Chad, as of May 1st, May 1st, last weekend, became part owner of Will Unlock and Key.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
How cool is that? So congrats to you. He says, when is the new tool coming out? So, Chad, that tool is actually here, okay? The tool is here. This is the deal. We don't have, so they're in production right now. And honestly, it's probably going to be another month, maybe 2. I mean, I hate to say it, but, we order a ton of them, thousands of them at a time. So it takes a while for them to go through the production and get the logos designed for it. Oh, man, I'll give you one. Should I give him one? No.
Well, I don't even know what it is, do I?
I don't know.
Is it what you showed me before?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can't really say anything more than that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that, let me see here. Guys, we got good comments coming in here.
But I think it's awesome that, Eric made a tool that works. He's going to share it.
Jenkins Lock just got his, the keys to his first storefront yesterday. So I need all the ideas I can get. You know what? Snaps. Right? Snaps are what we do around here, right?
Okay.
Snaps. But Jenkins Locks, that's awesome. You know what? Maybe we should do, Jenkins, if you're up for it, let's do a Zoom call. Let's if you want, let's show everybody. I'm kind of putting you on the spot. Sorry, it's live.
Space.
But to kind of show us the space, show us what you're thinking. You just got the keys. And, let's have some fun kind of documenting the process a little bit. Have some fun. Maybe get some ideas from the community, the Lock Father. That'd be kind of fun. So if you're up for it, let's do it. Be awesome. Let's see here. Good comments coming in. Let's see. As Locksmiths. Tom Kaysen asks a good question here. Let me say it. So he says, as Locksmiths, what is the one job you would rather not do but probably do anyways?
A lot of them. There's always one or two where you go, oh man, I hate that, but you go do it anyways.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, maybe you're not as skilled on that as other things. Yeah. But we pretty much do it all.
Yeah. I would say, guys, anyone watching during live here or replay, definitely email in your answers or put them in the notes here. It'd be fun to kind of go in depth on that a little bit. That would be a lot of fun here. Let's see here.
The cars I hate to unlock are Jeep Wranglers. Unless you can pick them fast. I hate putting a tool anywhere on them because they're so tight.
Hint.
And we do a lot of them.
Okay, so I'm trying to follow the comments here. I'm trying to follow something about the 1200 motor. Are you saying like do a electric version of the 1200? That'd be pretty cool.
Convert it?
Yeah, to battery power.
I haven't seen that battery power.
The Flash. So the Flash came out with I guess last Thursday, Friday.
Oh, with the battery power?
Yeah, you'll see it once we get confirmation that they're actually shipping. You'll see it up on the CLK website. But try to. I mean, the problem is, I like Ilco, but a lot of times when they launch a new product, they run out of inventory so quick. I mean, we tried to. We got our order in within an hour of the official announcement of it. So we should have some coming. But as soon as we know it's shipping, we'll get that put on the website, and you guys can check it out. It's pretty cool. You can do 300 keys on it. It's good stuff here. So let's see here. Oh, Gustavo. Oh, man. Gustavo, I want to tell you about the new tool. And I hope you guys... Oh, my gosh.
He's just leading you on.
Oh. Well, this is what I can tell you, Gustavo. When it does come out, we're going to all have some fun with it, okay? And we're going to have some fun with it.
Is it the one about that long?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see here. Just go through the comments. We're going to get to the winners here in just a few minutes. I have a major thing I need to tell you guys here in a second. Got off the phone. Mr. Ken Nixon's here. We got Adam Morris. What's up? PJ, hold on. PJ, can I get a dang mouse for that laptop so we can drive it faster? Can I get a
mouse?
Oh, like a...
That's the only thing I can think, unless he's playing.
Get one of those dang mouse for that laptop so you can drive it. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, I'm getting carried away in these comments here. They're pretty funny. They're real funny today. Locked this weekend as a client. Paying off. Think so. Oh, they're calling me a tease. I gotcha. Yes. Hey, I wasn't going to bring that tool up again. I wasn't going to bring it up until it came out.
Yeah.
Right? But, no, it should be hopefully worth, the wait. Guys, so this is the deal. Okay, so here's the announcement, and then we're going to get into the 5 winners this week, okay? So, starting next week, next Tuesday, we're going to have to change. I, unfortunately, have some scheduling conflicts that I cannot get out of, okay? I just can't do it. And so we have to change the time of the live. Okay, I'm sorry. We really tried to not have this happen, but it would essentially not allow me to be on live for 6 months. So we ended up changing it around. So live is going back to 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So sorry, I really do apologize. At some point, we will put it back down to 4, but probably at least through October, maybe a little longer. The live's going back to 5:15 Pacific Standard Time. So, yeah.
Let's get to it.
I mean, what do you think about that 5:15 time?
Well, it's probably the kiddos, but that's okay. Got to be with your kids.
Yeah, I just unfortunately have some time commitments that I cannot move. I tried, it's just not working. So that's what we're going to be doing it. So let's see here. I like that time better, Ken says. Ken, you know what, Ken? I think Ken's full of jokes. We should probably get Ken on live one of these times. Ken, you up for doing some live? I've been meaning to ask you in the comments. So, hopefully, guys, so hopefully we'll move it back to, so, Sherelle, yes. So starting next week, we're moving back to 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 8:15 Eastern. All right, so hopefully that works for everybody. Really sorry to be messing the times around on you. Like I said, I mean, we contemplated doing it. I wouldn't be able to be a part of it most of the time. So, I was like, you know what? I want to be on this. I want to, let's keep it going. So we had to move it back to 5:15. So, Ken says, hold on. Where did I see that? Ken says 5:15's good. Ken says challenge accepted. That's past your bedtime. Jeff, sorry. When he found out, no. Oh. Yeah, guys, so 5:15 next week. I mean, we'll have a couple of social posts kind of fly out there, make sure to remind you guys. And I'm really sorry about having to move it around. But I think as time goes on, right, we have no intention of slowing down. And as time goes on, we'll have to kind of adjust it a little bit. We did think about moving the day. But I was like, we've been keeping it Tuesday. Let's keep it Tuesday. Let's go back to 5:15.
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yep.
Are you going to still watch and come on at 5:15?
Well, I don't know. It might be past my bedtime.
So, good stuff. So that's the big thing for you guys. Thank you all for tuning on here. And let's see here. Cute kids. Let's see here. Ken will be on remotely next week. Ken, man. Hey, Ken, are you going to come on? Are you going to come on live in a couple weeks? So I got Mr. Dennis Ma coming on next week with Town Steel. Maybe the following week. Maybe we can get you on, Ken. Bobby, sorry, it's in the middle of the night, 8:15. Hey, I know it. Sorry. I mean, we moved it to 4 for that exact reason for East Coast. But it's going to have to be 5:15. So I just have this program thing I'm going through that unfortunately runs through this time. So that's just how it's going to have to be, unfortunately. Later is better. We tend to run late. So cool, guys. It'll be fun. Next week, we're doing that. So this is the deal. Without further ado, oh my gosh, we're 38 minutes into this thing. Okay.
He rambles sometimes. No.
Guilty.
Okay.
Guilty. Right. Okay. So this is the deal. We're gonna go ahead here. Let's talk about it. We're doing the giveaway right now. And I tell you what, I'm looking over. I can see the names, and a couple of you are on here right now. So that's even more exciting. So here we go. So this is the deal. So all 5 winners, I want to be clear. All 5 winners, you want to make sure you email in your size, because along with the other stuff, you are all getting one of these awesome windbreaker jackets. I mean, I love it. I can't quit talking about it.
No, it's nice. When I saw it, I said, "Oh, I like that one."
Yeah, we're gonna hook the Lockfather up on his next order. But no, I'm joking. I'll get you. So here we go. This is how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the ground rules, make sure we're all on the same page. Then we're gonna announce the 5 winners. Here we go. So each and every week, we post videos on YouTube. When you comment on those videos and include the hashtag LockBoss, you're automatically entered in to win one of 5 prizes every week. All right, no purchase necessary to win, and I try to respond to all the comments myself. So I look forward to seeing your comments there. So many of you leave awesome ones, talk to each other, love it, absolutely love it. So this is the deal. Now each contest stands on its own. Okay, so each contest is 1 week long, Monday through Sunday. That following Tuesday is when we announce the winners live here. Okay, so you don't have to be on live necessary to win, but it's more fun if you are, right? That's what we have going on as far as that goes. Okay, so if we call your name, you need to email us at sales@clksupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989 and give us your shipping address just to make sure we have you on the same page, and your size this week. If you want one of these awesome windbreakers with a hood, all right? So that's how it works.
Maybe you look better with it up. No.
I think so. So that's what we do. I have an echo going on with that thing on. A little echo in my head.
Okay. Well, you always have an echo.
So that's how it works. Just comment on our YouTube videos each week, each video, and include the hashtag LockBoss. You get free to enter. We're going to hook you up. Guys, we have done it. So I was calculating our cost on the giveaway so far. We're not even at a year. is over $35,000.
That's awesome.
Yeah, over, and that's our cost. Okay, that's not even like the value that we're, that we guys are
What
getting.
you'd sell.
Yeah, what we'd sell it for. So we think you guys are awesome, and
Yep.
thank you for participating and being part of it. So that's really great. So you guys have a lot of comments. I'll read those here in a minute. So I'm going to try to do, there's some good ones it looks like in there. So I'll read those in a minute. But here we go. Okay, so we got those 5 winners. Next week, 5:15, we're going back to Pacific Standard Time. Looking good. All geared up. I like
That's
it.
it.
I like it.
Hashtag Lockbox.
There we go. So here we go, guys. Let's get a drum roll going, and we're going to give away or announce the 5 winners and hook you guys up.
And they get one of the windbreakers.
And you get one of these windbreakers along with all the rest of the gifts. So It's really awesome. And guys, let's deal. We're not slowing down. We're going to keep this thing going. It's fun. We all have a great time of it here. It's fun interacting with all you guys, and appreciate all the support, honestly. I have to tell you guys, honestly, the support of all of you watching in business with us is absolutely amazing. And I mean, I am honestly thankful. I mean, it's unbelievable the support that you guys are giving us here at CLK, and we honestly appreciate it. So thank you. But without further ado, come on, let's win time. I've been postponed. Hey. I think I've said that 10 times now.
I know. Just keep going.
Come on, let's go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. The 5 winners this week. Here we go. Winner number 1 is
LOCKNY.
LOCKNY, he's on here. I saw him.
Congratulations.
Very cool, very cool. All right, that's winner number 1. Here we go. Winner number 2 is
DJ234.
DJ234, congrats.
Congratulations.
Very cool. Here we go. Winner number 3
is George BLAIR.
George BLAIR, congratulations. Very awesome.
Congratulations.
And winner number 4 is...
I can't pronounce the first name or the...
ODINS Lock, LLC.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Very cool. Last but not least, winner number 5. And I know he's on here because I've already said his name. Winner.
The Locksmith Life.
That's Chad.
Congratulations.
Chad, congrats. Very cool, man. I'm happy you won. You know, it's awesome. You know, and I should also say, you know, our winners are randomly chosen. They're randomly selected. So it just, when you comment.
It's all random.
Yeah, when you comment, include the hashtag LockBoss, that's how you win. I'm really happy to see Chad, you know, was on a couple weeks ago. And then we have a podcast coming up. Very cool, Chad. I'm very happy for you guys. So, hey, all 5 winners, make sure you email in sales@clksupplies.com or call us 800-848-6989. Give us your shipping address and your jacket size. So, because you're getting one of these bad boys right here. They're awesome.
Yeah, they are.
They're awesome. Now, all 5 of you winners, you're going to have to let me know. Are these as cool as I thought they were? Or I say they are. There we go. As I say they are. So, very cool. Well, that's it, guys. That's it, Dad. So,
were you going to answer a couple of those real quick?
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, Chad's on here. Congrats, Locks and Y. There's a lot of comments I have to go through here. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot.
Still got my gum.
You do?
Yeah,
I mean,
so that's amazing.
Have you?
A little bit of Topo.
Yeah, have you been sparing your gum every week now, or what?
Sometimes you got to ration stuff.
Good stuff. So, everybody, thank you for another week. Hey, remember, next week, 5:15 Pacific Standard Time, we're having the owner of Town Steel on with us, Dennis Ma. Great guy. I can't wait for you to hear a lot more of the backstory of Town Steel and Dennis Ma, because this is the deal. We've all been using the locks that he has been providing the components for. A little sneak peek. There you go, guys. Thank you. I'm going to try to get this streaming stuff figured out for next week so I don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Dad, Lockfather, thanks for coming on. It's always good to have you around.
Me. Well, I'm good for something anyways, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Now and then.
So, awesome. Well, hey, you all have a great evening. Take care. We'll see you in tomorrow's video.
Have a good evening. #LockBoss.